everyone, welcome back. Today also we will be doing with the final topics of chapter 2, that is the nationalist movement of Indochina. Okay, so we'll be doing with the Ho Chi Minh Trail, and we will discuss how the war ended in Vietnam. Okay, so we will look into it one by one. So everyone must be wondering, right? How did the Vietnamese, people survive in order to win the war against the USA? Okay, USA was a one big country with had so much power. Okay, so now we are looking into Vietnam. Okay, in relation with the US. Okay, now the French domination has already been swiped out from Vietnam. Okay, now the Americans, okay, the USA's, okay, the United States of America, they started taking control over Vietnam. Okay, this was not liked by the Vietnamese people, and so in order to know how the Vietnamese people, defeated the US, okay, we first need to understand one main important thing, that is the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Okay, trail means a road, okay, a roadways or a route. Okay, so we have to learn mainly about the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Okay, so the Ho Chi Minh Trail, okay, you might be wondering what is the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Okay, Ho Chi Minh Trail is nothing but a military supply route, okay, a roadway. Okay, it was like it was like a route. Okay, it was like a supply route, okay, running from north to south Vietnam. Okay, running from North Vietnam through Laos, Cambodia, and then reaching to South Vietnam. Okay, it was like a secret route, okay, which the Vietnamese went here and there. Okay, so if we just look, okay, the trail, okay, the trail that you see, okay, is how the Vietnamese, okay, use their resources. The Vietnamese people use their resources very limited. Okay, they use, if they have tons and tons of material, also they use limitedly. Okay, comparing to that of the USA. So from there we can see that the US were using excess materials which they had in their hands, whereas the Vietnam, they were controlling the use of their resources. Okay, so the trail, okay, was also considered, okay, it was considered as a network of footpaths. Okay, some areas they had footpaths, some areas they had roadways, okay, which transported men as well as materials. Okay, and it was to be transported from North Vietnam to South Vietnam. Okay, you might be wondering why South Vietnam. Okay, because South Vietnam was the region which was dominated by the American forces. Okay, so because of this Ho Chi Minh Trail was established. Okay, so later in the years of 1950 to 1967, the trail was improved. Okay, and about 2000, North Vietnamese troop came south. Okay, around 20,000 North Vietnamese soldiers, they went from north to south. Okay, so in the trail which was there, what happened was, in some places of the trail, in half or in the middle of the trail, okay, in the middle of the road, okay, you will find hospitals, in order to look after the needy people, because they were walking as well as they were traveling, okay, from north to south, which was very tough terrain. Okay, so what happened was, they had hospitals, okay, and also they had support bases. So after certain distance, you will find some assistance area where sick people would be treated, or they will be taken care of. So that was how the Ho Chi Minh Trail route was. Okay, the supplies were carried by trucks, you can see that, okay, were carried by trucks as well as by bicycle. Okay, and the major supplies, however, were carried by porters. Okay, porters means people who carry stuffs and all. Okay, and they were mainly women. Okay, women were the ones who mostly took all this supplies from one end to another end. Okay, the women, they can carry around 25 kilos, okay, on their backs. okay, and 70 kilos on their bicycle. So what they did was they carried it on their back as well, okay, and then they will wrap the supplies in their bicycle, and then they will walk all the way to the South Vietnam. Okay, so the trail, okay, it moved through, I already told you, it moved through Laos and Cambodia. Okay, its branches also led to South Vietnam. Okay, the so this was the route. Okay, if you just look, this was the route how the Ho Chi Minh Trail was. It was not big, okay, rather it was really small, okay, so that the US forces would not be able to see as well. Okay, uh, the US kept on bombing the areas of Vietnam, okay, but they were not able to destroy they were not able to destroy this Ho Chi Minh Trail route. Okay, if it was damaged, they were able to rebuild it at a very fast rate. So the last topic is the end of war, how the war ended. Okay, during the time in 1967, the then president of United States of America was President Johnson. Okay, he wanted to come into an agreement with the Vietnamese people. Okay, because Vietnam was being bombed at a very large scale by the US armies. Okay, and so what happened was he agreed to stop the bombing in North Vietnam. Okay, and wanted to go for a peace talk. Okay, but what happened was Ho Chi Minh, okay, who was the leader then, who was the president of North Vietnam then, okay, what he did was he just replied to an interview, okay, which was given to two American journalists. He told them, okay, you must know of our resolution. Not even your nuclear weapon would force us to surrender after so long and violent a struggle for independence. Okay, their main motive for the Vietnamese people was to get independence. Okay, so he said that your US army, okay, you have been bombing us for a very long period of time, but we are not going to surrender, okay, until we get independence, until we achieve independence for our place. That was the reply which was given by Ho Chi Minh, okay, who was the president of North Vietnam. Okay, so the Tet offensive, okay, was which happened in 1968, was the communists of North Vietnam reply, okay, to the peace offer of USA. Okay, so they replied against the USA. Okay, it was when North Vietnam. Okay, it was when North Vietnam attacked more than 100 cities in South Vietnam. Why in South Vietnam? Because South Vietnam was the state of the Americans, okay, which they captured and occupied. Okay, so because of which, okay, they replied to the USA by attacking on the cities in South Vietnam. Okay, they attacked, okay, the main thing was they attacked five major cities. Okay, these were the important cities in South Vietnam. Okay, this was done in order to start an uprising among the South Vietnamese, okay, so that they would go against the US army. Okay, they also penetrated to Saigon, okay, and attacked the presidential palace. Okay, so this was the route, okay, this was the route of the Tet offensive, how they attacked the South people. Okay, so what happened was they penetrated into Saigon, and they attacked the presidential palace as well, okay, radio station, airfield, and the US embassy as well. Okay, they also had suicide squads, okay, where people attach bombs to them and they went and killed themselves, okay, which shook the entire US forces. Okay, so what happened was President Johnson called for peace talks, okay, and in order to stop the bombing. Okay, but the peace talk failed, okay, in 1969. So what happened was the National Liberation Front founded another provisional revolutionary government of the Republic of South Vietnam. okay, and which was recognized by the North Vietnamese government, okay, for the Democratic Republic of Vietnam. Okay, so what happened was when all this bombing were happening, the South were also not happy with the US, okay, because the US were dominating them. So at that instance, what happened was the southern Vietnamese region also, they formed a revolutionary government of Republic of South Vietnam. Okay, so when this happened, North and South, they began to unite. Okay, so the following year in 1972, okay, the president was changed. It was President Nixon, okay, and what he did was he ordered nighttime bombing, okay, in places called as Hanoi and Haiphong. Okay, for 11 days it continued on. Okay, in December 1972, okay, it is, as mentioned in your textbook, it's 129 B-52 bombers dropped around 40 tons of ordnance bomb. Okay, and the Vietnamese, they had no choice but to come to a reconciliation for peace. Okay, so in January 1974, okay, a peace settlement was signed in Paris. Okay, this ended the war with the US. Okay, so after that, the communists continued to attack South Vietnam, okay, and finally captured it on 30th April 1975, and on 2nd July 1976, Vietnam was unified as a socialist republic of Vietnam. Okay, and Saigon was renamed as Ho Chi Minh City. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.